free will, and you don't need a soul because consciousness dies with the brain.
All right. I think the question was, what sets humans apart from living things? Made in the image of God. That's what sets us apart. Now, if you've evolved, you're just more complex than the slime slug outside out there and under the bushes. That's all. And your morality and your rationality is nothing more, along with your free will, nothing more than a product of the neurochemical reactions that occur in your brain, and you just react to stimuli. Because one electrical state, one chemical state requires another. Your free will is nothing more than an illusion. Determinism and naturalism negate free will. You can say you have free will, but I can come back and say you're pre-programmed by your neural chemistry wiring to say that. You can assert anything you want, but if you are restricted to the natural chemical processes, electrical processes of the physical brain, then you don't have any choice except to do whatever the chemical responses, whatever the chemical state changes occur, will force you to think, force you to say. There's nothing more that can be said about that from an atheistic perspective. Materialism leads nowhere. Naturalism is an assumption. Now, if you die and you end up, your consciousness is gone, how do you know that? How do you know that? It's an assumption. It's a philosophical assumption. There are books out there that discuss the issues of people who've had near-death experiences, and some of the things they say when they say they're dead are inexplicable through the scientific method. Inexplicable. There seems to be some real continued consciousness afterwards, and there's some science behind it. So, you know what? The reason we're different? Because we're made in the image of God. And that's why I will show respect to you, because you're made in God's image. And I'm obligated to show you that respect. Eddie as well, being made in God's image.
Okay, this question is for Matt. Many religions throughout history have had different ideas regarding the gender of their gods. Christians seem to believe that their God is of the male gender. Do they have any scientific proof for this belief? Does God have chromosomes?
God have chromosomes. I'm sorry, I'm going to get my notes down so I can get this, okay? Chromosomes, okay. Whew. Many religions have genders. Unknown gender is often referred to as male. Technically, God speaking is genderless. The incarnation of the second person of the Trinity, John 1:1, 1:14, the Word became flesh, dwelt among us. We beheld His glory. Now, at the incarnation, which you can go to Philippians 2:5-8 if you want, he talks about what happened there. Basically, the person of Jesus, who had two natures, both divine and human, called the hypostatic union. Yes, he did have genetics. Yes, he did have chromosomes. But we do want to make the fallacy of division that what is true of the Son is also true of the Father. The Father did not have any genetic